Howdy folks, today we are going to be field stripping this Smith Wesson M&P 2.0 9mm. This gun comes apart just like mostly every other pistol you have out there, with just a couple of different things here and there, so thanks for tuning in. We'll get started by, of course, making sure that the gun is empty. Nothing is in the chamber, nothing's in the mag well, so we're going to take our thumb and we are going to push this down. It's a little sear that holds the barrel into place. Next, you're going to ride the slide forward, release it, and you'll pull the trigger. When you pull the trigger, you'll see that it releases the slide entirely, so you can take the upper and lower away from each other. So we'll forget about that for now, and we're going to focus on this recoil spring. This recoil spring can be taken out really simply just by putting your finger here for support and pushing on the back end of it and pivoting it either left or right, does not matter. As you can see on the spring, the way that it sits blue side up. It's a different kind of size of, I guess you could say, bolt. It looks like a bolt on this side here, and then you have a round piece on the very back. This round piece, if you take a look at the slide, it sits in this little groove right here, so you can always tell which side sits where. You can't put it in there wrong. Next, we're going to take this barrel out. Really simple. You're going to take your finger and push on the little 9mm top there, and comes right out for you. So that is your field strip. Now to put this thing back together, it's basically just the same thing, just in reverse. You're going to put that barrel back in there. You're going to take your recoil spring and you're going to insert in the front first, and then you're going to push it into place and slide it into that groove. It's not going to be a satisfying click or a pop or anything. It's just going to slide right in there. Next, you're going to take your lower and reconnect it with the upper. Now we're going to start from basically the very back right here, and we're going to slide the grooves into where they're supposed to be. If you don't do that, if you try and go from back here, it's just not going to work right. It's just not going to sit together correctly. So we're going to do it from the very back. And you're going to rock it all the way back to the locked position like we had it in the very beginning. You'll then take your switch and flip it back up, and this will lock the barrel back into place once again. So whenever you ride it forward, you now have a field stripped and now assembled Smith Wesson M&P 2.0 9mm. Now, if you would like to see me shoot this thing, I do have a video up on my channel right now of me at the range with this guy. I've put just about 100 rounds through it, just as I've owned it, and I haven't had any kind of stoppages, any kind of errors so far. Just with any kind of gun that you have, just make sure that you do clean the guy. Basically, if you take care of your gun, it will take care of you. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all later.